Welcome to the short training on ePolicyWorks. Today, I'll be demonstrating how to access ePolicyWorks and how to utilize the workspace. So let's first begin with how to enter ePolicyWorks. Everyone who is a member of ePolicyWorks has a username and password, and only those with usernames and passwords can access the workspace. What you see in front of you is our public site, www.epolicyworks.org. This has information about the initiative and our partners. It is also the place that members can enter the workspace. To enter the workspace, go to Member Sign-In in the upper left-hand corner. Choose one of our three workspaces. Today, we're going to look in the Incubator workspace. So we'll choose Incubator and enter your username and password. Everyone should have received a username and password. Usernames begin with ePolicyWorks, then it's usually your first initial, last name. This will take you right to the Incubator workspace. We're going to take a look in your specific eWork group. Everyone has access to this main workspace, but smaller groups have been created so that people can work on specific issues. I click on eWork Groups in the far left-hand column, and then I go to the Employment Resource Rebalancing Initiative Research Team eWork Group, which is what we'll be looking at today. All I need to do is click on that link. Since this is your eWork group and where you'll be doing most of your work, what I recommend is saving it under Favorites. Now, each internet browser is different, but for my version of Internet Explorer, all I need to do is go into Favorites and choose Add to Favorites. And it will automatically save this page. Then, the next time I want to access it, I do not need to go to www.epolicyworks.org. All I need to do is click on my favorite, choose my page, and it will ask me for my username and password. So this is the area where your team will be doing most of its work. I wanted to point out a few of the important features. First of all, starting at the top, you can see we're in the most accessible mode. ePolicyWorks is a SharePoint platform. It has been modified in order to ensure its usability and accessibility for everyone, including those using assistive technology. Next to it should have your name when you sign in. From here, you can access some of your individual settings. We also have an I Need Help button, and this is kept up to date on a regular basis. So if you are having a technical issue or other issue in the workspace, you can always click on this button and take a look at the pointers that are listed there. We also have a search function. It is a robust search. It searches not only the names of documents or events or items in the workspace, but it does also search within documents. So if there's something specific that you're looking for in the Employment Resource Rebalancing Initiative Research Team workspace, you can put a search term in here and press the magnifying glass to search. From here, you can also search people if there's a certain person you're looking for, or you can search the entire workspace. Now, there's a few things I'd recommend doing upon entering the workspace. And one of those first things is going to be subscribing to eAlerts. All you need to do is click on this button, subscribe. And going forward, when something is added to the workspace, you will receive an email letting you know. This means you don't have to check it on a regular basis. You can stay abreast of what's going on in the workspace without checking in all the time. So if someone adds a new announcement, you'll receive an email from ePolicyWorks stating what the announcement is, along with a link back. So if you wanted to access and get more information, all you need to do is click on that link, enter your username and password, and you can get the information. So that would be my first recommendation. Now below our alerts, we have our calendar, the ERRI calendar, and this is up to you to add to your group. If there's an event that you think would be useful to the whole team, the research team, all you need to do is click on Add New Event. And it brings up a very simple form. Only the parts with the red asterisks are mandatory. This is a required field. The rest is up to you. We're looking for the title of the event, the location. So if it's a webinar, please feel free to put webinar in there, the start time, the end time, along with a short description. In the description, you can put links out. So if there's a registration page or a page with more information, please include that in the description. And you had an expiration date. The expiration date is the date that it no longer appears here on the front page, but it is kept in ePolicyWorks. Nothing is deleted or removed. It is a continuing history, which is a nice thing about ePolicyWorks. You can attach a file and check your spelling and press save. So if I wanted to do an example, just as a webinar, and I can put the webinar here just to show you what it looks like, start time, and I can put a URL. So say I put www.policyworks.org and I press save. What's going to happen is it's going to show up here on the front page, and it has the date along with the event and a little asterisk letting everybody know it's a new event. Now here on the front, you see the 5 most recent events once they've been added. But if you wanted to see a full list of the history, as I mentioned, all you need to do is click on the title, and it takes you to a full list. This would have everything that had ever been added to the ERR calendar. Now below the calendar is a list of all the members of the eWork group. It's a great way to stay connected. If you need someone's email or phone number or a way to get in touch with them, all you need to do is click on the link of their name, and any information that they provided will be here. So right now we have Chaz's email. If he was to add his phone number or the association he's involved in, you would see that there as well. So before a meeting, or if you want to contact someone directly, this is your personal group's address book. Now if you go to the middle of the page, we have ERR announcements, and Cheryl has already gone ahead and entered one about federal funding opportunity promoting the readiness of minors in supplemental security income. I know the Employment First team has really used announcements to share funding opportunities and other opportunities for other members. So please feel free to add announcements. To add an announcement, all you need to do again is click on Add New Announcement. Brings up a very simple form. All you need to do is fill that in. You can attach a file and check your spelling. Now if you want more information about any event that is listed here, all you need to do is, they're all links, all you need to do is click on the link, and it's going to show you all the information that Cheryl entered here. So she entered quite a bit of information here, including the application deadline, who can apply, the maximum award, etc., along with a link out to the Federal Registry. So please feel free to add as little or as much information in the announcements, knowing that people will be able to access that by just clicking on the link. Now again, to see a full list of all the announcements, only the most recent 5 will show up here. All you need to do is click on the title, announcements, and that's going to bring up a full list of announcements. Now below announcements is the discussion section, and this is something that other groups have used quite well. Here's an opportunity for you to post a question by choosing Add New Item, and in the section, in the subject section, you can post a question to the rest of the group. If you're looking for information for research opportunities, if you want others' input, whatever it may be, you can add it here in the subject area in a question. And if you wanted to add some background information, you could add it in the body, or as well as attach a file. So for example, I could say I'm looking for feedback on blah, 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 blah. And I can put some more stuff in the body if I wanted. For example, I have found, and you can save. And there's your discussion, looking for feedback. And you can see that it's also indicated that it's new, along with my name. So if I wanted to respond, if I came in and there was a question and I had input, all I need to do is click on the link. Here's the question, along with the background information. And I can choose reply right here in the far right-hand corner. and I could put my information in here. I could attach a file if there's some report that I felt was relevant, check my spelling, and press save. The nice thing about this discussion section, as there's a list of comments and suggestions going down, I could choose to reply to the original question, or I could reply to anyone's comment. So I could elaborate on something that someone else has said. So we've had other groups who've posted discussions, gotten a lot of feedback from the group members, and then actually the administrators of the work group have printed that information out and used it to help put together grant guidance and funding responses, etc. So I would recommend taking some time. The second thing I recommend is, along with subscribing to e-alerts, my second recommendation would be to take some time and think about if there is a question you'd like to post to the group, posting it here, and let's see if you can get a conversation started that would benefit the entire membership. Below discussions, we have our shared documents. This is another great resource for your team. It's a place for you to upload documents, share them with the group. Not only can you share documents and let other people have access to them, they can download them to their computer, they can print them out, they can email them, etc. It's also a place that you can collaborate on documents together. So if there's a document you're trying to produce as a team, someone could upload a draft, someone else could check it out. That's what this means. Take a look at the document, make changes to it, and then save it back into the work group. So it can be a shared drive as well as a place to collaborate documents. And I know Employment First, I can show you that, has done a great job of putting together a large number of documents in their document library that all grantees have access to and can use and can download and can print. So if there's a document that you think would be useful to the group, all you need to do is add document. And then you can browse your computer just like you would if you were putting an attachment onto your email. You just click browse, it opens up anything on your computer, and then you can just upload it. Now here, if you had some comments about the document, you can do that as well. Now the next person who wants to take a look at that document can open it on their computer and just have it read only, so they can just look at it, or they can open it up and edit the document and resave it. SharePoint and ePolicyWorks saves all versions of the documents, so when someone makes changes, the old document is not saved over. Instead, the new version of the document is saved, and at any time you can go back and look at old versions of the document. Now finally, what we've created here are two sub-e-work groups, one for Alan Bergman's team and one for Lisa Mills' research team. I can open those up. They're very similar, have all the same sections that we had in the main work group, but this is for the smaller group of individuals who are part of Alan Bergman's research team, and then another for Lisa's team. And again, this is to use as you'd wish, to add announcements that are specific to your team, documents that your team wants to share itself or work on it together in the smaller groups. Now I hope you'll take some time, take a look at ePolicyWorks. We do have some more resources here on the left-hand column. If you're interested,